Sir, could you state your name and spell your last name for the record, please?
Justin Bellido, Justin Bellido.
Do you know Derek Pedrin?
Yes.
How do you know Mr. Pedrin?
Worked at ShipShape together.
Okay. And I'm going to ask you, Mr. Bellido, did you come forward to our office while this trial was pending?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because I knew Derek was lying.
So I'm going to ask you.
Object, I'm asked that that be stricken.
I'll be struck. Go ahead.
Sure. Mr. Bellido, did you ever have a conversation with Mr. Pedrin about whether or not he was consuming Xanax before working at ShipShape?
Yes.
What did Mr. Pedrin tell you?
That he would often take Xanax before work.
Did you notice anything about Mr. Pedrin or the restroom at ShipShape after Mr. Pedrin was done using it?
A white residue is what I discovered one time after he left.
Okay. And did Derek ever say anything about popping his daughter in the mouth?
Yes.
What did he tell you?
Well, it wasn't to me directly. I overheard.
Hear it.
Object,
Yep.
this is hearsay then.
Did you hear it?
Yeah, I'm sustaining it hearsay unless he actually heard it come from Mr. Pedrin.
Did you
I
hear
did.
Mr. Pedrin say this?
Yes.
What did you hear Mr. Pedrin say?
That he popped his daughter, I want to say, in the mouth.
What did you take that to mean?
Sorry?
What did you take that to mean?
That he put his hands on his daughter.
Okay. And Mr. Bellido, it looks like that you've been convicted of 2 counts or 2 crimes. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Did you reach out to my office to provide me with this information when the trial was underway?
Yes.
All the questions I have for you, sir.
Okay, Cross.
You were fired from the place that you worked with Mr. Pedrin, isn't that correct?
When it
Fired
said,
from ShipShape, weren't you?
I had a choice.
No, you had a choice to leave or they were going to fire you. That's the choice, correct?
Yes.
So that's being fired,
Yes.
right? You agree with me?
Yes.
You said you have 2 criminal convictions, correct?
Yes.
Did that involve another employer?
Yes.
And that was after ShipShape, correct?
No.
Amazon was not after ShipShape?
I believe I worked for Amazon before ShipShape.
Are you sure about that? As you sit there right now under oath.
If I'm not mistaken,
If the criminal complaint from your 2 convictions says 2023, 2024,
that would be right.
that'd be right. So it'd be, ShipShape would be before that,
ShipShape would, I worked at ShipShape 24 to 25.
24 to 25.
Right.
So Mr. Pedrin made statements to you about Xanax 24 to 25 after this took place?
After what took place?
After the death of his child? That's what you're
Yes.
telling us? He made these statements in 24 to 25 about Xanax.
Right.
By the way, you left, you were fired from ShipShape because of your drug use at that employer, isn't that right?
Beyond the scope, relevance.
It's very relevant, it goes to motive.
Okay. Sustain. Or, overruled. Excuse me.
You were fired from ShipShape because you were using drugs and you were caught using drugs and you were given the choice to stay or go.
Incorrect.
Incorrect?
Yes.
What was the reason?
I took 2 weeks off to attend a work conference and for my girlfriend and up in the cities. And Brandon, my boss, forgot he gave me those weeks off and returned back, and Derek told me I was fired.
Are you sure the reason wasn't drugs?
Yes.
Are you sure that's what your employment records would show?
Objection, badgering the witness, beyond the scope, asked and answered.
You know what your employment records would show?
I don't.
Would you be surprised to know that they're drugs?
Yes.
When did Derek make these statements in 2024 to 2025?
I don't know exactly.
You don't know exactly.
Right.
Okay. You knew about this case, though, right?
I did not know about the case beforehand until Derek told me about it.
Derek told you about the case, correct?
Yes.
And you didn't like Derek because Derek got you fired, right?
No.
You just said Derek's the one that fired you.
Derek's the one who told me I was fired.
Derek's the one that told you were fired. He's a manager, right?
Supervisor.
Supervisor. He supervises you, right? You were one of the people he supervised.
Yeah.
And he told you were fired.
He was relaying a message from my boss, yes.
Relaying the message from the bosses, right?
Yes.
Okay. And after he relays this message from the bosses, you don't go and tell law enforcement, the police, about what he said regarding this case, do you?
No.
You could have told the police, right?
Right.
You could have made the choice to tell law enforcement so they could actually investigate what you said. Isn't that right?
Correct.
Instead, you chose to tell the defense team, isn't that right?
Yes.
You chose to tell the defense team rather than people that could actually look into what you said and verify what you said and whether or not it's truthful or not, right?
Correct.
Okay. And you chose them, not these individuals who are sworn investigators, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. Thanks. No further questions.
Any redirect?
Bellido, did you want to get involved in all of this?
No.
When did you reach out to my office?
A week ago, maybe? Can't tell you exactly.
And did it have anything to do with the fact that Mr. Pedrin and you worked together in the past?
No.
Did you feel some moral obligation to reach out to somebody when you saw what Derek was saying?
Yeah.
Did you even know that Xanax was an issue in Alex Xavier's death before this trial began?
No.
And did you reach out to us and tell us that Derek had admitted to using Xanax because you thought it was the right thing to do?
Yes.
Who's creating your employment records at ShipShape?
Say that again, sorry?
Was Derek involved in creating your employment records at ShipShape?
I'm not sure.
Sure. That's all I have.
Nothing.
All right, thank you, sir. May step down. Okay.
Mr. Bellido is released. Thank you.
All right. Okay, we are done for the day. We'll start back up at 8:30. Please don't talk about the case. I will, if you need something, let us know. I understand you did the right thing by asking for Tylenol, by the way. If anybody needs it, just let us know. I actually have some. So, all right, thank you. So let's talk a little bit about the sidebars that were quickly done. There was the one right before Ms. Craig. I think we put that on the record somewhat, that there was a concern about other things, so I asked the media not to show her. The other issue is Mr. Bellido. There was a sidebar. Apparently, Mr. Bellido is not on the witness list, but was called for rebuttal basis. I allowed it to happen. I don't know if the state found anything more than those two.
Judge, I didn't have an opportunity to, but had I had the name, I could have, his crimes involved his workforce and where he worked and stealing from his work, which I think it goes directly to the issue here. And had I at least had the name, I could have looked into that and addressed it a little bit further than I did on the record. The other thing I'm going to ask is that his comment regarding striking the daughter in the face be totally struck from the record and the jury be told to disregard it tomorrow. That's an unalleged other act. I was under the impression that he was testifying because he worked with Mr. Pedrin before these incidents took place. That's a situation that clearly took place after the fact, or there's no time sequence given to it. So I'm asking that that be completely struck from the record and that jury be instructed to disregard the comments regarding Mr. Pedrin striking his daughter in the face, whatever that means.
Judge, I asked him on his cross-examination whether or not he had acknowledged to any co-workers or former co-workers of physically abusing his children, and he denied it. This is impeachment.
Let me think about that one, because we don't know. It obviously happened after the fact, because the other problem is that this is somewhat a solicited witness from the fact there's testimony that's going on. Let me think about it, okay?
My only other request then is I don't know if there's any other rebuttal witnesses that are not on the witness list, but I'd at least like to run them and have some information.
Are there any other rebuttal witnesses that are not listed on your list?
I don't think so, but that is by no means a requirement of the statute, and I don't typically disclose my rebuttal or impeachment witnesses until they're called.
And Ms. Craig was not on your list, right?
Correct.
Okay. I don't think she was on anybody's list.
True.
Correct. Okay. Let's talk about tomorrow. I don't know if the state defense is willing to share who you're calling tomorrow or not.
We're going to start with Dr. Enders, I believe.
Dr. Enders, and I know that Dr. I'm sorry, I'm just.
Dr. Christensen is on Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning, okay. Is Dr. Enders going to take all morning?
I don't know.
And then as far as other witnesses go, you have a whole day of witnesses, I hope?
Yes.
All right. Okay, like I said, I'm going to go probably more like 5:30 to 6 tomorrow, trying to get us as many witnesses as possible tomorrow. I mean, I do ask people to speed things up, but really what I'm saying is not to avoid redundancies. That's what I'm saying. Ask and answer questions. And I know I cut you off, for example, Mr. Torbensen, not to pick on you, but I know you both sides tend to do this. Let's do a sort of a summary questions at the end. They are asked and answered usually. And I understand the technique. I understand why attorneys do it, but we're really short in time, so we need to move it forward. Which means that, you know, substantively, you already got that information in. That's not the issue. All right, anything else we need to address before we leave tonight, Mr. Zacher?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Torbensen?
No.
All right, we will see you tomorrow. Be here about 8:30. We'll start at 8:45, probably a little bit before. All those who are coming to watch, and I know there's some victims and stuff, we are starting a little early. Sorry we're doing that, but we're trying to get it all in. If you want to be here for everything, come a little bit earlier, that's all.